Khaby Lame, once hailed as one of the most beloved and recognizable faces on TikTok, has recently faced a wave of backlash that has taken many fans by surprise. Khaby, who gained millions of followers thanks to his straightforward yet funny content, rose to stardom quickly and meteorically. He was well known for his silent responses to extremely complex life hacks. But like many social media celebrities, he has succumbed to the demands of celebrity and the accompanying scrutiny. His formerly impeccable public image has clearly declined in recent months due to a change in attitude, a number of controversies, and charges of repeated material. Khaby's journey from internet phenomenon to a target of criticism highlights the difficulties of sustaining celebrity status in the social media age, from charges of hubris to cultural appropriation and economic overreach. In this video, we'll watch the 7 main causes of Khaby Lame's recent polarization and the growing hostility of many of his supporters. 1. Repetitive content charges. Khaby became an internet star after his silent responses to ridiculous life hacks first won over millions of hearts. Fans responded favorably to his unusual strategy of remaining silent while emphasizing how straightforward an issue is. But as his notoriety increased, so did the criticism of his writing. Some fans eventually started to gripe that his videos lacked originality and had grown too formulaic. Many viewers began to grow weary of Khaby's repeated use of the same pattern, which consists of a complex action followed by a straightforward, sarcastic gesture. Both reviewers and fans started accusing him of stagnation, claiming that although his early work was novel, his inability to change and develop over time resulted in monotony. There is a great need for fresh, creative material in the rapidly evolving world of social media. Some followers have lost interest in Khaby because of his unwillingness to stray from his tried and true formula and the rise of new content producers who are producing more engaging content. For those looking for innovation, the very simplicity that once characterized his charm has now turned into a source of annoyance. 2. Post-fame perception of arrogance. Khaby's prominence in the celebrity world increased in tandem with his surge in popularity. Due to his success, he gained millions of followers and worked with well-known brands, which put him in the public eye. But as he gained more notoriety, some admirers noticed a change in his demeanor, which they took to be an act of conceit. Khaby's attitude in interviews and social media appearances has shifted, according to critics, who claim that he now comes across as more arrogant and self-centered. They contend that an emphasis on his wealth and celebrity status has supplanted the humility that first drew fans to him. Instances where Khaby has flaunted his opulent lifestyle, which includes private aircraft, fancy clothing, and celebrity hangouts, have been cited by social media users as proof of his increasing distance from the grounded demeanor that initially made him popular. Many of Khaby's fans believe that his change in conduct is a reflection of his increasing sense of entitlement and self-importance, even though it's normal for superstars to flaunt their achievements. For supporters who admired his modest journey to popularity, this perceived change in attitude has been off-putting, resulting to a surge of criticism. 3. Sponsorships and over-commercialization. Khaby Lame's endorsements and brand deals increased in tandem with his rise to prominence. Before long, his TikTok account was overrun with sponsored content, featuring anything from luxury automakers to high-end fashion companies. Although forming corporate alliances is common in influencer culture, Khaby has come under fire from many fans for over-commercializing his platform and putting money before producing authentic content. Once appreciating his straightforward, relatable videos, fans now perceive his page as a bazaar where ads and product placements are the main attraction. Critics contend that he has lost sight of what initially made him successful: authenticity, because of his obsession with monetization. Many of his fans are disillusioned and feel that they are being treated like mere consumers because of his dependency on sponsored content rather than original creative videos. This turn toward commercial programming has led to claims that Khaby is more concerned in capitalizing on his popularity than connecting with his followers. Fans who formerly saw him as a personal, humble figure now view him as just another influencer utilizing his platform for financial advantage, thus adding to his drop in popularity. 4. Cultural appropriation controversies. One of the most prominent concerns regarding Khaby Lame is related to cultural appropriation. As a global icon, Khaby's content reaches a diverse audience from different cultural backgrounds. He has, however, come under fire for sharing videos that some critics believe are offensive or take advantage of particular ethnic customs for amusement. Khaby, for instance, has been charged with mocking cultural customs that are not his own, sparking discussions over whether he is promoting stereotypes or inaccurately portraying particular groups. These charges have been exacerbated by allegations that Khaby has not meaningfully promoted or highlighted African culture using his platform, despite his African ancestry. A wider discussion over the part influencers play in appropriately depicting various cultures has been spurred by this criticism. Many believe that Khaby should be more conscious of the potential impact of his content, and that it is his duty to refrain from using cultural differences for humorous effect as his following grows. The expanding list of reasons why some supporters are turning against him has been bolstered by these accusations of cultural appropriation. 5. Retaliation for not speaking out on crucial issues. Many celebrities and influencers are expected to use their platforms to voice their opinions on important social and political problems in the current era of social activism. However, Khaby has mostly kept quiet about these issues, which has drawn criticism from some of his supporters. Many supporters feel that Khaby has an obligation to address global concerns, particularly those pertaining to social justice, racial inequity, and political upheaval, given the magnitude and importance of his platform. His failure to participate in crucial discussions, especially those that directly impact his community, is criticized for giving the impression that he is unconcerned with the plight of oppressed people. While some view Khaby's quiet as a lost chance to use his power for good, others charge that he is more focused on upholding his reputation than advocating for important causes. Some members of his audience are offended by this seeming lack of interest and believe he ought to use his position to push for reform. 6. Evaluation in relation to other influencers. Khaby has been compared more and more to other influencers who are pushing the bounds of creativity as TikTok and other social media platforms develop. Although Khaby's material was previously thought to be revolutionary, a lot of more recent influencers have broadened their content offerings, providing new and varied information that appeals to a wider audience. Khaby's simpler content has been pushed aside by TikTok celebrities like Charli D'Amelio and Addison Rae, who have expanded their careers into acting, music, and fashion. Critics contend that Khaby has lagged behind in a field that depends heavily on innovation because he has refused to change his look or pursue new opportunities. The anger against Khaby has been exacerbated by this comparison to more dynamic creators. Some admirers have called him a one-trick pony. Khaby's content doesn't change like other influencers do, which makes him less enticing to fans who want change and progression. 7. The Senegalese community's backlash. Despite being born in Senegal, Khaby Lame has gained a lot of notoriety outside of his homeland, which has angered several Senegalese. Many of Khaby's supporters in his own country believe that he has done too little to promote or represent Senegalese culture, preferring to concentrate on his global fan base. Critics contend that Khaby's position may be utilized to draw attention to Senegalese customs, draw attention to African culture internationally, or highlight difficulties confronting Senegal. Rather, they believe Khaby has turned away from his heritage in order to appeal to a wider Western audience. His Senegalese supporters are becoming increasingly disillusioned with Khaby as a result of this criticism, feeling that he has lost a chance to use his position to advance his homeland. The rising list of reasons for his drop in popularity has been exacerbated by this disconnect. Conclusion. Although Khaby Lame's climb to fame was quick, the problems he currently faces show how difficult it is to maintain internet celebrity status. There has been a lot of resentment against the TikTok celebrity due to a variety of reasons, including claims of repeated content, cultural insensitivity, and a perceived change in personality. Although Khaby's social media future is still up in the air, his ability to win back the respect of his formerly devoted fan base will probably depend on how he responds to these critiques. Long-term success in the dynamic realm of internet celebrity depends on adaptability and genuineness. Let us know in the comments what you think about the why Khaby Lame has suddenly become hated, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating content on our YouTube channel.